Well, more questions about climate change came in for this week's Senate debate than any other topic. Our energy and environment reporter Rebecca Thiel joins us. Rebecca, why do you think climate change is such a big issue for Hoosiers right now?
Well, it's hard to say, Joe, but this was the first debate between the candidates, and so it's not a surprise that these national issues came up, like the Affordable Care Act, like tax reform. Medical marijuana and marijuana legalization are often popular as well, but climate change was still more popular.
Now, what are some of the topics that Hoosiers wanted to know about more in specific?
So it was really a lot of general stuff. They really wanted to know what the candidates would do to address climate change. But there were a few who wanted to know whether they'd be in favor of a carbon tax. So that's, of course, a tax on fossil fuels that would make corporations be a little bit more responsible for their greenhouse gas emissions.
You know, I know there was a pretty startling report from the United Nations came out just before that debate. Do you think that had any effect on those questions?
Surprisingly, only a couple of questions actually mentioned the report, but we know that we're going to have to make huge changes and fast to keep from warming above 1.5 degrees Celsius. And the reason that matters is because that's when we're going to see high risks to human health and the environment. Now, we would have to be at zero emissions by 2050 and be halfway in about 12 years. They say this is possible, but it's going to take everyone's cooperation in order to make it happen. That includes government, utilities, and even you, Joe.
Yeah, well, Rebecca, thank you very much. We'll be following up on that, I'm sure.